Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Yakuza Like a Dragon, where we're going to get started with Chapter 11 today. We're going to do the start of the chapter, some stuff at Survive Bar, sub-story, and then we're going to have a small break, and then in the next video after that, we're going to finish the chapter. Nice and straightforward, so let's get the recap.
By party chair Ogikubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogikubo was the Prime Minister's last ally in keeping Parliament together.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens' Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The Prime Minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogikubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Surely the governor of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks? You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
The governor as the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh. Everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you. Do you remember my first election 10 years ago? I asked you for the Citizens' Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, "Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics." Your home district is Kanagawa's second, isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle, and he'll have the Citizens' Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids? Our candidate's victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize it, and I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it.
Yep. Aoki be scheming. It's all gonna go down. Ooh. So I know this chapter is about an hour and a half mark, so I reckon we've got enough time for that today, comfortably. Ooh, lost story.
So, is your hideout?
Yep, go ahead. Make yourself at home.
I'd love to, but, where could I even do that?
Yes. The square footage of this place leaves something to be desired.
Well, excuse me. I'm hearing some pretty high standards for a couple of pad crashers.
We're not crashing it. Namba-san gave us permission.
Who the hell says no to Joon-gi Han when he asks to stay the night? I mean, it's freaking Joon-gi Han.
Hey, where are the rest of your people now that Komijul HQ is gone?
They're fixing the surveillance system. It will take some time for it to be fully restored.
Well, I get why Joon-gi Han is staying here, since this place is a pile of ashes. What's Zhao's excuse?
It's not like I could just keep living in Qingchen after stepping down from the Liumeng. Wouldn't have sent the right message. So, I've joined the ranks of the homeless.
Still doesn't explain why you need to stay here.
Maybe because information collects where people do. And this group does seem to be in the know.
We do? But we don't even know what happened to Bleach Japan. Did the police ever put a stop to all that craziness?
The police? Kasuga-kun, haven't you seen the news?
No, I haven't had the time.
Well, Bleach Japan's reputation in Ijincho, hell, all of Japan, is golden after the Komijul thing.
What?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe the headlines. Despite peril, brave Bleach Japan topples Komijul gang. Grassroots org achieves what police never could. Shit like that.
Wow, great journalism. No spin at all.
That's not even the worst of it. The reports say the Komijul committed arson during its fight with Bleach Japan. And in the blaze, Bleach Japan director Ogasawara perished.
He's dead?
Wait, what happened? He was definitely alive after the fire. That's when we interrogated him.
Yeah, then the Omi Alliance rescued him. Why would he be... Wait, did they?
Yes, they probably killed him. I had that thought right away. At least he died the way he wanted to, as a hero of the revolution.
That guy? A hero? Why'd they kill him?
Because he squawked like a bird when you interrogated him. Why wouldn't they off the guy? Now they're just milking his death for all it's worth. Honestly, it's a brilliant move, making it look like he died in the Komijul fire. No crime reports, cops and doctors wouldn't bat an eye. And Bleach Japan gets a nice, tragic death to go on about.
Damn. I wish we'd picked a fight with dumber enemies.
But what can we do? Go to the police and explain how we abducted Ogasawara?
What would be the point? Half the force is on Mabuchi's payroll. They would just book our asses.
So Aoki has everyone marching along to his little tune. All in step.
Young master.
Okay, Bleach Japan's got us by the short hairs there. But what about the fact they were trespassing on Komijul property?
Well, they must have figured the public would think the ends justified the means. And they were right. The public thinks Bleach Japan is the hero of this story. The police will never prosecute them for trespassing.
At this rate, the Komijul and the Liumeng are going to be extinct in Ijincho. And people like you who give us shelter will be an endangered species. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I suggest you make other living arrangements.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to contact me here.
Who?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, he'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll be in touch.
Well then. But isn't Masumi Arakawa the man who shot you?
The boss wasn't trying to kill me. He shot me so I could live.
Sorry, but don't you think that's still kinda fucked up?
It's a long story. Buy me a beer sometime and I'll tell you all about it. But right now, while we've got you on the team, we need to get shit done. And we need to stock up on money and supplies because nobody knows what the hell will happen next.
That's for sure.
Nice. Zhao joins the party. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So... oh, more powerful enemies. Very strong against bleeding, fear, rage, and silence. It's fine. Now, I'm pretty sure we've got a bond point with Namba. Nice, we're going to do this. Bit more dialogue.
You drinking, Namba?
Oh, Ichiban. I'm glad you're here. We need to talk.
We do? Is it something serious?
Look, I need to tell you I'm sorry for lying.
You mean about chasing the counterfeit bill?
Yeah. Think you can forgive me?
Come on, you know we're past that. What's important is your brother got released. All's well that ends well, right? That said, maybe now's a good time to tell me if there's any other holes in your story. You really were a nurse at some point, right?
Well, of course I was a nurse. How else could I have brought you back from the brink of death?
Good point. Then, what about the part where you sold hospital meds? Didn't you say that's how you got your nursing license revoked?
Well, that's the short version, but it's more complicated, actually.
What do you mean?
You'll be the first person I've ever told this to, so I hope you plan on sitting for a while.
Yeah, man, I'm all ears.
Back in elementary school, I read about Florence Nightingale. That's when I knew I was meant to be a nurse. Helping the sick, people being grateful for it, it's all I ever wanted in life. But when I finally put on my scrubs, it was different. Endless late shifts, difficult patients, never a word of thanks. Eventually, I just stopped caring. Little by little, I started cutting corners any way I could. I'd pretend not to hear the intercom, and instead, I'd go doze off somewhere. By the time I hit 40, I had no idea why I ever went into the field. But then one day, this new girl named Mizue showed up. And in her introduction, she brought up who else but Nightingale.
Just like you, huh?
We had the same role model, but she still had her spirit. She would rush toward every patient in the ward. Never missed a beat. On top of that, she always had the sweetest smile.
So, you had a thing for her?
Are you kidding me? She was 23 and a looker, and I was just a middle-aged loser.
Age is only a number.
Man. You know as well as I do, age is only a number. What you need, my friend, is passion. A healthy heart, you know?
Huh. I'd be more likely to have a heart attack thinking like that.
Dude, I'm sure you were crazy passionate about the job back when you got hired.
Maybe I was. Still don't see her point. Whenever I saw her working, I could feel my old self coming back. That young version of me, who used to give it his all.
Well, that's a good sign.
If only I had half her stamina and wasn't twice her age. Anyway, one night I was a little sleepier than usual, so I went out to the back lawn, thinking maybe I could sneak in a nap. And suddenly, I heard a noise from behind. I turned around to find the storeroom we keep the medicine in wide open, and Mizue-chan was walking out alone.
Was she restocking? I mean, if you were slacking off, she was probably having to bust her ass.
Well, that's the thing. In our hospital, only the pharmacists have access to the storeroom. Mizue-chan and I were just nurses. We didn't even need to go in there.
Then what was she doing?
Well, at the time, there was a rumor floating around the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Medicine would keep disappearing. The list never matched the inventory. According to the rumors, someone was swiping medicine and selling it. Illegally.
No way. And that was Mizue-chan?
It was. As my eyes adjusted, I could clearly see her arms were full of medicine boxes.
But why would she need to sell medicine?
From what I heard, her parents were under a mountain of debt. So, to lighten some of their load, Mizue-chan was paying everything she could. But a single nurse's salary wouldn't get them out of the hole. No way.
So she was stealing the meds to do it?
Yep. And I was the sole eyewitness. Thing is, Mizue-chan never noticed me there. Now, if it was you, Ichiban, what would you have done?
Well, calling her out on it would seem to be the right thing to do. But I guess she wasn't stealing it just to be a criminal, huh?
Not in the slightest. She was only doing it for her family. I mean, yeah, she was breaking the law. But she wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Plus, getting caught would cost her her job. Then the debt would only have gotten worse. With all that in mind, I'd say it's a pretty tough call to make.
Huh. Now you're on the same page I was. Anyway, in the end, all I could do was watch her walk away without saying a word. If there ever was a criminal who deserved a free pass, it was Mizue-chan. That was what I thought at the time. So I turned a blind eye.
And what happened after that?
It wasn't long before Mizue-chan's actions caught up with her. The hospital director decided to get the police involved and started gathering evidence.
He waited that long to take action?
Well, he was trying to resolve it internally, being that the hospital's reputation was at stake. I guess he got sick of having a thief under his nose, so he escalated it to the next logical step.
But if the cops caught Mizue-chan stealing, that'd be bad news.
She'd have a police record, and her name in all the papers. To be honest, it was only a matter of time. She had her whole life ahead of her. How could that happen to someone so young? And on the other hand, you've got me. A guy who totally burned out. A guy who couldn't be further from Florence Nightingale. Better a saint like Mizue-chan stay at the hospital than a sack of shit like me, wouldn't you say?
Namba? Are you telling me you...
Yeah. I went up and confessed to the whole thing. Stealing, selling, and all.
And that's how you lost your nursing license?
Yep. Oh, and I got fired too. Naturally.
Man, you went all out for that girl. Did she ever contact you after that? Even a call or a letter?
Not that I'm aware. In a matter of hours, I was out of a job and out on the streets.
You regret any of it?
Well, my brother disappeared not long after, so even if I didn't get canned, I would have quit on my own anyway. So, no, to answer your question. Though I do have to admit, I would like to see Mizue-chan off when she goes overseas.
She's going overseas?
Yeah. She always dreamed of running off to some developing country where they really need medical professionals.
She took that Nightingale shit seriously.
Our hospital had an international dispatch program, available to staff nurses with at least 3 years tenure. This year would be Mizue-chan's third, and I know she would take advantage of it.
Well, in that case, why not go say farewell?
If only I could. For starters, I don't even know when she leaves.
Maybe if you ask one of your old nurse buddies, they'll tell you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the little rat who stole the medicine, if you forgot that detail. They want nothing to do with me.
Well, hello, boys. Don't worry, the life of the party's here. Care to bring me up to speed?
Oh, Sachan. Wait, are you drunk?
I think you're drunk. Now, Fill me in, if you please.
Oh, Namba here was going off on one of his hobo horror stories again.
Hobo horror stories?
Well, no house means no toilet, right? Care to guess what he had to do when he had the shits?
Yeah, I'd rather not. And here I was, thinking I'd get actual substance out of two grown men instead of literal crap.
Thanks for covering for me.
I got you, man.
I don't mind if we let Sayako know at some point, but preferably not when she's plastered.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nice. Get a bond rank up. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
I told her
Hamako.
Hey. Hmm?
You want to re-pop that
I
berry
told
up.
our bartender I was growing plants, and he said if I brought him in, he could make me something cool.
Oh, yeah, I bet. That guy's a bottomless well of hidden talents. Doesn't surprise me at all. In fact, I bet if you bring him some flowers, he could whip up some really fancy bouquets. Feel like a bento? You just bring that guy the ingredients, he'll box it up for you. He even taught himself how to blend traditional Chinese medicine out of crazy herbs and shit. Let me tell you, works wonders.
I don't know about that. I prefer to know what's going into the medicine I take.
Just take my word for it. Let him work his magic.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see what he can do.
Right, so before the sub-story, we'll crack on a little bit. Nani Nintendo. Horror. Don't think I'm gonna escape this one. Oh, we do. Hey. So let's go see Hamako.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Hamako-san, what's all this?
Didn't I tell you? I'm decluttering. I lugged all this out here by myself. Oh, I'm beat. I was hoping you big, strong men might do the rest.
You buying new futons or something? Business must be good.
Wait, there's no one here. Where are the girls?
They all quit.
What?
I'm closing up shop.
Huh? Eugene-cho Revitalization Shelter.
It's a facility in Hamakita Park. Bleach Japan set it up. Girls from the industry and their families can live there free of charge.
For free? Damn. And all your girls went there?
Sure did. Why wouldn't they? The facility's offering job training and legal help with visas. No better place for girls like them who don't have citizenship.
And Bleach Japan is behind this whole operation?
Yeah, they're being useful for once. They're gonna open more just like it, too. And they even offered to buy my place and turn it into a shelter.
But then what are you going to do? This place is your bread and butter, isn't it?
Oh, they thought of that. They gave me a job at the shelter. I'm gonna be the dorm mother. Oh, it's good pay, and perfect for a feisty old gal like me. Gotta say, I'm coming around on these do-gooders.
Come on, Hamako-san. Don't you remember what they put you through?
Sure, they were annoying. Bunch of kids tramping around, shouting shit they heard in prep school. But hey, now they're putting their money where their mouth is. It wasn't just a bunch of whining. They actually did something about it. And apparently the shelters were Ryo Aoki's idea. I have to say, it's pretty damn genius of him.
Not to be a downer, but don't you think he's basically just buying votes? Once the election is over, I bet you he's gonna forget all about these shelters.
Yeah, seriously. Politicians pull this shit all the time.
You don't know him. You can't just assume he's like that. Besides, you got some better option for my girls? Any spare rooms you'll let them live in? I'll have you know, Aoki-san came all the way out to Ijincho today.
Wait, he's in town?
He's attending Ogasawara-san's funeral. See? That shows he's a good guy. The guy who's got a million things on his plate, but still carves out time for a friend. You've got no business bad-mouthing him when you don't even know him.
The young master. Here in the Ijincho.
You gonna go see him?
Yeah. There's stuff I want to ask him about.
Me too. Like what his connection to Horonouchi is.
You guys are nuts. Oh, what's your plan? Stroll up and demand a meeting with the most powerful man in Tokyo?
Oh, funerals are easy to sneak into. Everyone's too polite to ask questions.
Why are you supporting this lunacy?
Sorry, Hamako-san. But do you mind if I get rid of your trash some other day?
What's wrong with now?
Yeah. There's just this thing I gotta take care of.
Fine. Just don't leave me hanging, okay?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Get Zhao to do it, he's the newbie.
So does anyone know where this funeral is?
If it's in Ijincho, it's gotta be at the morgue on Central. That's where Nonomiya's funeral was.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's roll on over there.
Don't know that guy. So, sub-story. Next, I believe, do this one. See, there's a taxi right next to it. Taxi across the bridge. When we return after our break, we're gonna continue the main story, I believe. God damn it, taxi man! Shit, where was it? There? Yeah? Yes. So, I believe there's 15 or 16 chapters on this game, and we're on chapter 11, so if we can bump up a chapter today, I will call that good progress. Yeah, go the right way. I just want to get some of this shadow off my map. Not get hit by a car would be nice as well.
Excuse me. You wouldn't be Ichiban Kasuga, would you?
Eh? I mean, yeah, that's me.
Oh, I should introduce myself. My name's Kaede Kono. I knew I'd get to see you again someday.
Hey, Kaede-chan? Sorry, but do we know each other?
We did meet once, a long time ago. I was assaulted on the streets of Kamurocho, but you came to my rescue before any harm was done.
Kamurocho. You sure it was me you ran into? My memory's kind of hazy on that.
Well, I guess it's not that important. It was a long time ago.
That sucks. Thought I'd remember helping out such a cutie.
Oh, please. Cute is the last thing I am. Anyway, I didn't get the chance to thank you back then. I just couldn't say anything at the time.
Well, it's nice that you
How
still
old
remember
is she?
me.
She must have been like
But
5 at the
If
time.
we were both in Kamurocho, then why didn't we run into each other again?
That's the thing. I rarely set foot outside because of my illness. I couldn't even go to school. That's probably why we never saw each other around. I had really hoped we would catch up sooner, but I guess time waits for no one. Eventually, I realized you had packed up and left town for good.
Oh.
But I decided I would find you someday, somehow, and express my gratitude then. So, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Glad to see you're healthy, too.
Well, I'm no longer confined to a hospital bed, I can tell you that much. I'm free to roam the world now. So I guess I'm trying to cross things off my bucket list. And the first thing on it was finding you.
Oh, yeah? So even though this girl only met me once, she's been waiting for me all this time. And here I was thinking no one
She a
gave a damn
ghost.
about me being gone. Almost makes me want to cry.
No, we have a 5-year-old
Let's go out to
or whatever.
celebrate.
So I'm guessing
In honor
she's
of
like
your return to
17
the
-ish.
outside world.
You mean
So she'd have to have been 5 for about
to.
5, 6ish when
the way we're
Ichiban was
talking
locked
about
up.
it makes it seem like I just got out of prison.
Yeah. Why would I know anything about that?
Well, I'm happy either way. So are we leaving right now? If you have things to do, I could always wait.
No, we can do it. We can do
Good
it.
to go. Shall we?
Okay, then lead the way.
Only thing is, I have no idea what kind of things she'd be into. What would make her happy?
No.
Arcade. Nothing cheers you up like a good game.
Oh, I'd love
Let's not be
that.
a C. Let's not be that guy.
Actually, never been to an arcade.
No way. Really? Right. You've been stuck inside a hospital this whole time. Well, let's head on over.
Okay.
To the arcade. Been meaning to spend some time in the arcades and play some of the mini games. Just sort of saving it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Virtua Fighter 2. Which one? Insert some fun. I think we're a bit. Yes, 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 yes. Steady, 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 steady. Steady. Beautiful. Ding, 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 ding. Winner. As if it was that easy. Like, they're weighted in real life. They 100% are. We've got 3 credits in here, so we're going to use them all. Wank, wank. Ah! Oh well, we got one. was a bit too much to ask, I guess, to get... Oh. Hope that was the one she was wanting. Which one did we get? The golden retriever. Yatta. Oh, we get some kindness points as well as Chop. But we did win.
Huh? Hmm?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm?
Definitely for her age was definitely a good catch. She's totally a ghost. Or she doesn't know Kasuga, or she's the sister of someone that was saved by Kasuga.
Hey.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's definitely deaf. I wish I could have done that. She's totally dead. She's totally dead.
Hmm?
Deaderino.
Okay.
She's a ghost. So, does it to her look like we've just been talking to ourselves? Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, there's some thugs. As if he called me one lonely... Oh, he's gonna... Ooh. I'm gonna smack you upside the head.
Hmm?
Ah.
Yeah, she's totally a ghost. I'm 100% nailed on about that.
Huh?
Just Oh, we've got my full party. It's not just Kasuga. Oh, you're definitely fucked.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
The ever-reliable darts airstrike to start. Man, you fuckers are weak.
Here we go.
Get 15 grand out of it. I'm a little annoyed Namba's so under-level compared to the rest of my party.
Take it from me, you're better off finding a temp job. You okay, Kaede-chan?
Kasuga-san, I'm fine, thanks to you. You protected me just like before. Even after all these years, you are still my one and only hero.
Right. If you say so.
It's getting pretty dark out. Guess that means our date's almost over. Hey, Kasuga-san?
Huh?
There's one more place I'd like to go. Would you mind staying with me just a little longer?
Sure.
Sure. Bitches. Ooh. Oh, sorry if I sound slightly tired. Like I've cut like fizzy drinks and stuff out of my diet. Like and energy drinks and coffee and stuff, so I'm just on water and it makes such a huge difference.
So beautiful. I've always wanted to see the town lit up at night like this.
It is a sight to see. Never thought a view like this was in my own backyard. You know, it's crazy how we met up out of nowhere. Especially after all this time.
Yeah, tell me about it. You know, I would watch you all the time from my hospital room.
Wait, watch me doing what?
Well, at first, I only heard your voice. You were really loud, so that's what initially got my attention. Give me back my change, or Mitsu's still eating. I would hear that kind of thing every day.
Yeah, that does sound a lot like me.
At first, I wasn't sure what to think of you, but I warmed up to you pretty quick. Instead of lying around in bed wondering whether I'd live or die, I had someone else to focus on. Whenever you were in short sleeves, I knew it was summer. Or when you wore a scarf, I knew it was winter.
Really? Damn, if I'd known I was being watched, I would have worn cooler stuff.
No, what you wore was perfect. It reflected the true you, Kasuga-san. The man I fell in love with.
Huh? You serious? Oh, hold on. Did I hear you right? You love me?
I hope that's not a problem. Hey, Kasuga-san? Live long, and stay happy, for both of us.
Huh?
Hey, no loitering, you drunk!
Hmm?
Hey, who were you babbling to just now?
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make a scene or anything. Huh?
You wasted, big guy? Maybe you need to walk down to the station.
No, officer. No need for that. I was just about to leave.
Yeah? Well, I suggest you get on home. Don't be a nuisance.
Okay.
Yep. Ghost.
Maybe we'll meet again. When it's my time.
Ghost. Nice little sub story. Come on, loading screen. I've got one more thing I want to do because I want to go to. Dump me all the way back here. Perfectly fine. I want to go to the romancing workshop to see if there's any better weapons, particularly for Kasuga. Because when we take our break, I definitely want to have a look around all the various shops to see if there's some better equipment I can take. So there we are. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save at this point in a separate slot, just in case any of the sub-stories I haven't done yet become missable. And what I'll do is briefly check, by skipping all the cutscenes and stuff. Is my Pashhun high enough to recruit you now? Nice gold. I want to chat.
Yep.
Hey. So she wants bonsai. Whereas the person that survived wants roses. As if I'm only at rank 2. We have got some better options. So let's just look at the Thundercrack Bat. High attack 0. The Flaming Lumber can go up 1. We've got plenty of material, so I don't see why not.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can I get it +2? We can.
Almost there. That's what I'm talking about.
So that's already better.
Wow, pretty good.
For Kasuga, we can go +3. 100,000 gold mined. Craft. Well, let's just have a little look at. You know, that's worth it as well. Faculty rank not high enough. Just have a quick gear. Let's save in a separate slot. Because this is going to be important, I think. I've been meaning to sort out my gear for a while. So we are going to go with the Flaming Lumber increase again.
Nice.
100 Gs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, so that's maxed out. increase this recycle. Romance of the 10 pieces. Craft weapon. Can't do anything there. I need 2 million to upgrade to rank 3. Spectrum gown. Well, what am I'm missing some. Oh, I'm missing a lot. I'm missing money. Money seems to be a priority. That's good to know. Okay. Right, so. Ichiban now has fire weapon, ice weapon. You've got snake staff. Really need more a new set of playing cards, but I don't know where to get them. So I might have a little look while we're on the break just to see if I can snag a new weapon for Eri, definitely. But that's that. So this is where I'm going to take a small break. The only thing I'm going to do is see if I can find some playing cards. And then after that, we'll be back in 15-20 minutes. In fact, no. It's 5:15 here in the UK. So we'll call it 5:45 when we're back. It just gives me time to properly scout out all these scattered around item shops, gear shops. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. We will be back very shortly. And I'll see you soon.